Good morning and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Crazy Craig, sponsored by Wise Owl Studio. And our other sponsor for today's program is Mulder the Magnificat. He's our 18-year-old friend, and unfortunately he was not able to appear in the actual kitchen because he's sleeping. Hold on just a second. Now, when you see a face that good and a body curled up like that, you don't want to disturb him, so we won't. Well, let's get right on to today's lesson, which is making baked potatoes. This is probably the least expensive meal on the docket, at least so far, and it's something I eat several times a week. So let's get to it. First of all, just start with a basic baked potato, clean it in the sink. I already cleaned this one. And then they say puncture a few holes in the screen so that, I'm not sure, I guess so it doesn't blow up. In the screen, I'm sorry, in the skin. English as a second language, what can I say? Then we're going to take a little bit of avocado oil. Now, olive oil would work too. Roll Mr. Potato over. And we're going to take a paper towel and smear that around just a little bit. And I'll show you why in just a second. I'm going to that adds a little bit of flavor later on. Hold on just a second. If you have fresh ground salt, it's better. But in the meantime, we're just going to put a little salt on there. Salt adds flavor to, I believe, everything. Turn him over. And we'll get a little salt to the other side. And then we're going to add a little bit of butter, because guess what else adds flavor to everything? Butter. We'll just take a slab of butter, put it right on the middle, push it down a little so it doesn't move, although it's going to move anyhow. And then we're going to put it on. Now, we're using a glass-covered container, because that keeps the heat in, keeps the moisture in really well, keeps the potato nice and juicy. A typical potato of normal size, I like to cook in a microwave for somewhere around 12 minutes. If you cook it less than that, it will be hard when you take it out. If you cook it a whole lot more than that, it gets a little bit mushy. We'll try 12 and a half minutes on here. We'll just stick it up here. Whoa, it's rolling over. Sometimes potatoes have a flatter side and a rounder side, and it'll be better if we can get the potato to stay on its sides. Worst case scenario, we'll put it in there sideways, drop it into the microwave we go. Still giving me troubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, start. And away it goes. We'll be back in about 12 minutes to show you how to finish this off and make it into a meal that you will absolutely love. We'll be right back. All right, here we are to go with just 4 seconds left in the microwave. We're going to take that pot out. You know, it's going to be very hot, so mittens are a very necessary part. And also beware of where you're setting it. I'm setting it on my cooktop here, which would be a great place, even if you have a gas stove. Drop her down there. Then we're going to do a little test. The fork goes in there nicely, so we know the potato's done.
What if it isn't done?
And if it isn't done, it goes back in the microwave for another several minutes.
No, what does it feel like?
Oh, it would be rather hard if it wasn't ready to
It needs to
go.
be soft.
Needs to be a little bit on the soft side. From here on out, I like to take the the potato out. So what's on my mind today. And we're just going to cut it open. It's soft enough that it's actually mushing apart, which is great. And then we're going to start doing some ingredients. Let me move it over here where it's a little bit better lit. That one was so soft that it just came apart. So, some things we're going to add to it, and these are all options. I like a little bit of green onions chopped up. And then I like a little bit of chives. We'll put those on later. Bacon is a possibility. That's not bacon, that's cheese. There's bacon. Turn the studio around. Bacon bits. Now, the president of Wise Owl Studios likes real bacon bits. I personally like fake ground beef, which is a little bit lower calories. Load that on there real good. And then we're going to put some chives on the top.
Let's see the bottle.
Let's see the bottle. There's chives. And then, since everything in the world is improved with cheese, we're going to take some Stadium cheese dip, and we're just going to pour that over the top. And I'm sorry, we just make it a little bit cheesy out there. Probably that's plenty of cheese. Now I'm going to stick this whole creation back in the oven, the microwave, just for about 30 seconds. and then we'll show you what we'll do with it when we get right back. So it says, and on the microwave, we're there. That heated up the stadium cheese a little bit. We'll bring that down. Now, to finish it off, by the way, we could put regular salad cheese. You know what I said? Cheese is always good, right? Add some more of that. We're going to now add the coup de grace, a little bit of sour cream, which we love to just add a little flavor to everything, nachos, whatever. Put that in. And at that point, hey, let's just make it have some presentation. A few more chives. Now, total cost in this meal is probably under $2. Potatoes are cents a piece, and all of this other stuff is pretty cost effective to buy. Takes about 15 minutes of total prep time, and it's ready to go. The last thing I would say is it's a full meal, oven by itself, but if you want to throw a little of the other side of the world, stick a salad with it. You've got a really well-rounded meal. Doubt it's $5 total. Thank you to Wise Owl Studios for hosting us today, for Agent Mulder the Cat for sponsoring us today. That's it for our lesson from Crazy Craig. We'll see you next time at the table.